Hey boys, what is up? Welcome back to my Tines career mode, and we're still in the Nines comp. This is the third round in the pool stages. We lost the first one pretty convincingly. We won the second one pretty good win, honestly, against the Tigers, I think it was. And now we're up against the Raiders, who probably aren't the big namers of the Nines, but they got a decent side, so we're gonna have to be on our game. So yeah, I've been honestly the career mode. It's hard because I love playing the Beer Pro. Every time I get on the game, I'm always jumping on Beer Pro and making videos on that. But I'm trying to like do them, one at a time. But it is a lot of fun. Beer Pro is pretty awesome in the game, gotta say. But the Raiders are gonna get off to a great start here. Just a sneaky little offload there in the middle of the field, and Scissor Wanga just scoops it up and gets it over for the first 4-pointer, and the conversion there by Mitchell Cornish, actually playing in the Raiders side today. But yeah, and that's another thing. So I was gonna do these videos as Robert's down the wing there, and he gets taken. I don't know who that was coming across. Who's playing fullback? I can't think. I actually don't remember their side, but he came across and covered James Roberts. A bit unfortunate, probably wouldn't have happened. Well, definitely wouldn't have happened, but hopefully we can make them pay here. Nice little offload there, but what was I saying? Shit, totally forgot. Oh yeah, that's right. So I was going to do these matches 5-minute halves, as that gets called a knock-on for some reason, but I was going to do these 5-minute halves, and I think the first... So I've got a fair bit of a backlog at the moment. It's just about making the videos and uploading them and all that fun stuff. As we throw another stupid pass, just terrible play by us. But I got a bit of a backlog, and the next two Tines career mode matches will be 10-minute games, 5-minute halves. But I think the third round I switch it up to. That's right there. I switch it up to 10-minute halves, which, in my opinion, is a better game length. I mean, I wasn't doing that because I didn't want the videos to be too long, but you just can't get a proper feel of the game with only 10-minute games, in my opinion. It needs to be a bit longer. I would love it to be 15-minute games, and for some reason in the Nines you can have 7-minute halves, but in the full game you can't have 7-minute halves, which is a little frustrating. But as Blake Austin there just powers his way over, plants it down. I think he powered over LG, or it was either LG or bloody Caesar. As we're sort of languishing here, 13-0 down. We're struggling, honestly. We haven't looked like we had like a one chance before, but other than that, we've been doing a lot of defending and not very well. As Mosley there finds a bit of a hole, almost goes straight through. And we really need to score. This is, as we do a bit of a wrap around there, back on the inside, and that's actually a nice little play. I was pretty happy after scoring that one. It looked, I don't know, it just looked pretty fancy, even though I was just throwing the ball willy-nilly. But we get over for our first try. We get the conversion. Didn't get the bonus zone, but it's okay. As Roberts there, a bit of an in and away with the offload. And so I'm making this video after the finals. It's Sunday today, so it's the, what game is it? Rabbitohs bloody Sharks, that's right. So the Roosters lost, which, sorry Roosters fans, but I was pretty happy about. Even though I don't really like Melbourne that much, I was happy to see the Roosters lose, because they're just so cocky. Any Roosters fan was just so cocky, man. And I could understand why. They were the favourites, but they went down to Melbourne, and I was pretty confident of Melbourne winning that game. The Broncos won in a awesome game. It was a really good game. I would love to see a Broncos Cowboys grand final, obviously. Pretty unlikely to happen, but Broncos are looking the goods this year, which is awesome because I'm a Broncos guy. And the Dragons Bulldogs game, another tight one and another really good game. Bulldogs just got up in that. I thought Bulldogs were going to smash the Dragons, but Dragons actually played really well. So yeah, not a bad little opening to the finals, even though the Roosters Storm game was pretty shit. I heard the commentators say this, that game wasn't that great, but the Saturday night games were like a class above, which is definitely true. And right there, Sharma, the offload was on, but it was just a poor execution. If you got that offload away, we were probably going to score, as we're still trailing by 7 here, so in a bit of trouble. We haven't looked very good this game. I'll say it again, and you got to keep in mind that these first few videos I was still pretty much learning the game, so they do get better. The games definitely get better. And right there, oh my god, so right there, the referee in the Nines especially looks exactly like the Raiders team. So if I just went back on the inside there, I probably would have scored, but I thought the referee was a defender, so I tried to take him. I tried to go around them, and that cost me. The fucking ref looks so similar, and right there, I thought, blindside here, work the blindside and had to make a few substitutions, but he just passes straight into old mate's chest, and the ball goes down, and we give Raiders another look at our try line. So just, yeah, overall, disappointing. Disappointing. I do love, I've got to say, it is a great way to, start up your career mode. Start your career mode. Usually in career modes, it's really boring because you've got to play your preseason trial matches. Usually I just simulate them because they're boring and they don't mean anything. But in this, when you first load it up, you get to play your Nines. So it's a great way to start the career mode, honestly. Playing the Nines tournament. Great inclusion. I'm still surprised that the Nines were brought into the game, but I guess they were trying to make it. I guess it would be a bit silly not to have Nines in the game. As right there, it sort of looked like he passed it forward from the dummy half there, but lucky to get away with it. As the Raiders almost go straight through from dummy half there. And the one thing I will say, there are a few glitches and bugs and whatnot at the moment. As Joel Edwards, I was pissed off about this. Joel Edwards somehow outleaps. I don't know who it was. We might see it on replay here if I watch the replay. Who is it? I think it's Hoffman. I think he outleft Hoffman, which, pissed me off. But yeah, the bugs and glitches, there are a few of them. I'm not going to deny that, but I will say to anyone that has experienced anything like that, Big Ant are working extremely hard, and there'll be updates and patches to fix those sorts of issues. No game is ever perfect on release, and this game's no exception, really. There's a few minor things, really. Nothing game breaking. But yeah, we lose to the Raiders pretty convincingly. What was it, 19-6? So yeah, we're going to be going into the regular season pretty soon. Blake Austin, man of the match. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Poor game by us, but I'll see you next time.